so one issue that we are having right now, because we're putting Hellcat supercharger and Hellcat power in this 5.7, we want to make sure that we have Hellcat oil pressure. So, yeah, and volume, of course. So the Hellcat oil pump is one of the things on the list that we're going to install. And we figured that we could just barely sneak it out. I know Matt's done it before with his, but the problem that we're having right now is that we're catching right here on the guide for this timing chain, the spring on there. So we might have to pull that, which means the timing chain would go loose and we'd have to make sure that we time this thing properly, because you don't want to mistime these. I don't know if you recall my cam install video, but I accidentally mistimed it a tooth and I had to pull the cover off and do it again, which was super frustrating. So that makes it a little more complicated. And we'll just have to be really careful to make sure that we make sure it's timed properly, because you don't want to tear into it twice. That is super irritating.
Agreed.
So yeah, it's still going up. Hold on.
Is it pretty much?
That feels like it topped out.
Okay, because then we should be good here.
Yeah, that feels like it topped out.
It's top dead center, look at that. First try.
So now basically what's happening, I don't really have good audio of explaining it, but basically we're taking out the one bolt that's holding in the oil pickup tube, and Matt's got a really powerful magnet there, because the problem is if he drops that bolt, it's going down into the oil pan, which is still bolted to the engine, that we would not be able to access, so that would be catastrophic. So very, very carefully, Matt is trying to unthread the bolt with one hand while having the magnet right beside it. So as soon as it comes unthreaded, the magnet will catch it, and there's no way that it's going to drop into the oil pan. So now the other issue you have when trying to replace the oil pump without dropping the oil pan is, as soon as the bolt is out for the pickup tube, you've got to try to remove the pickup tube without dropping it into the oil pan as well, because if it drops in there, trying to fish it out will be almost impossible, and then you're in big trouble. So what we did was use a string of zip ties that I could hold, and we zip tied the first one tight around the neck, so there was no way that that could fall in. Basically, I've got a lasso around it with zip ties that I'm holding here, and that's holding that pickup tube from falling. And then once the old oil pump is removed, then we just zip tie that to anything. I think we zip tied it to a sensor there, just so that I didn't have to hold it anymore and we could start to prime the new pump. Now, as far as priming a new pump, a new oil pump, I'm basically pouring brand new synthetic oil into it as Matt manually spins the gears on the inside, just making sure that that brand new oil gets pushed all through the new pump, and that way when we do a startup, there's no chance of damaging it. There's no metal on metal contact. It's already completely lubricated and ready to go in.
A machine on machine surface, so it seals because it's perfect surfaces.
That sounds like a trap.
Right?
But somehow it works.
Yeah. But I guess two perfect surfaces if you can't. That's going to get in our way. We should have been higher up.
Damn it, our perfect solution is now screwing us over. Nice.
Okay. Can you drop that down? Will it go?
Hold on one second. I'm going to lose my grip on it. Can you hold on to it for a second?
Yeah.
Get around. Oh, yeah. More better. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a new oil pump. So there you have it, guys. Now a couple things to remember. If you're going to try to attempt to do this Hellcat oil pump install, this upgrade is super popular, but you don't want to deal with the extra hassle of trying to drop the oil pan, which, I mean, we didn't. It is a pain and a lot more work. You're going to have to take off that tensioner, because as you try to rotate that oil pump up to take it off, it's going to hit the tensioner. So you have to take that off. That's why we zip tied our timing chain to keep the pressure on it, because as soon as you take off that tensioner, there's slack in the chain, and then it could very easily skip a couple teeth, and then all of a sudden you go to put everything back and your car is running crazy and throwing codes because it's mistimed. So it's super important to make sure that that tension stays on that chain, to make sure that your car doesn't end up mistimed, because then that's a whole nother can of worms. So that's why we have the zip ties on there, to try to keep that tension on, and allowed us to take the tensioner off, which allowed us to rotate that pump and get it off of there, and then put the new one on, put the tensioner back on, and then take the zip tie off, and then we didn't have to worry about timing. You can see we used a mirror to still make sure that our timing marks lined up properly, and we were still timed. We were super careful, really cognizant of it, but if you're careful, you can definitely do it yourself as well, and should give you no problems. It's definitely a lot easier solution than trying to drop the oil pan and all the extra work associated with that. So if you're looking to do this upgrade, but you don't want to do the extra work of dropping the pan, give this a try. Anyways, catch you later, guys. Cheers.